Two of these couples are safe. The other is going home tonight. It's time for the final result.
It was Whitney Houston night on Dancing with the Stars. Let's recap and run it back. Hey everyone, it's Hannah Fletcher. Welcome back to Shared News. We're going to be talking about Dancing with the Stars and what took place this evening. Who's safe and who went home. Now, kicking it off, we had Whitney Houston night. I think that it was a really great night. I think that we had a lot of really great energy. I was shocked at the end to see who went home, but we're gonna get there. I don't wanna rush into things. The couples performed beautiful, beautiful dances. We saw from the Paso Doble to a contemporary dance and everything in between. They just did such a great job. This cast is so cute to me. I just love them all so much. Like, I can genuinely say as I'm sitting there watching, there is not one person that I'm like, oh, about. Like, I love absolutely everybody. I think that they did a great job with casting who should be on the show and giving them the opportunities to be able to improve. And I feel like generally as a whole, one note that I will say is I feel like everybody is improving. I feel like the judges are getting a little bit better with the scoring and lining it up to the performances that they're seeing. Sometimes I don't agree, but I mean, that is kind of the nature of having a judge with having an audience member. Now, Billy Porter was the guest judge on the show. Billy came out and took the stage, hit the ground running. Billy sang How Will I Know by Whitney Houston and had a whole choreographed dance with other dancers and everything. It was a very great performance in my opinion. And of course, I love watching the opening numbers. I think that the pros are just so phenomenal to watch. Now, we had Billy as a guest judge, like I mentioned. There were times with Billy that I just simply didn't agree. I felt like Billy definitely brought a different zest to the table than what we've seen from the other judges. Last week, we had Paula Abdul, and she was a lot more complimentary, like a lot more mom figure. I felt like a little bit higher in terms of giving the scores. Billy was definitely a different type of seasoning, but I didn't not like it. Now, there was one particular comment that Billy made that did just bother me, and it was when Jason Mraz and Daniela were finished with their dance. I thought they did such a great job. And Billy mentioned about no lip syncing. It wasn't Tor, and I was like, no, like that's just Jason Mraz's personality. It's never bothered me. I did notice personally that he did it in the beginning of the competition, but I feel like the judges would have critiqued him on that at the beginning. I feel like that is just who Jason is. Now, where Billy did redeem himself though is he was very blunt, he was very abrasive later on, and he did straight up tell Harry that he was a tree trunk, and he was a stump that Riley basically just danced around. So that one, you know, sorry, Harry. I do love you, Harry. I do really love watching you and Riley. But, you know, that one was just like brutal, honest. It's like, oh, he said that? Like, he said that. He said that. Like, it was a whole processing situation that was going on in my mind. But overall, I feel like Billy was actually a very unique guest judge. I didn't disagree with the idea on bringing Billy in. And I thought that it was overall just a really great night to watch. I feel like every episode is really great, and I feel like I do say that, but I really am genuinely just growing a bond with this cast. Now, let's talk about who was safe and who went home. So we had Ariana and Pasha. They had immunity from the week before, so they were safe. They were good to go, and they did not participate in the dance-off section, which, by the way, the dance-offs were really great. I think that everybody did a fabulous job. I think that everybody looked great. And of course, Barry stole the show because he opened his shirt. Straight up, that is what happened. Now, in terms of who was safe, we had Allison and Sasha. We had Harry and Riley. Now, and then we had our remaining three, which were Charity and Artem. We had Jason and Daniela, and we had Barry and Peta. And unfortunately, Barry and Peta are the ones that went home. I know that the internet is going to be so upset over this. I am too. I think that Barry really brought his A game this week. He did a great job in both dances. I know a lot of people are personally just really wanting Harry to go home because his improvement is not as noticeable as the rest of the cast. So, oh boy, this is, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I feel like it is important to vote, and I do feel like it is a popularity contest. So moving forward, I'm shocked with these results. I was shocked after last week with Lele and Brandon. I can't imagine who will be sending home next week. So let me know all of your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. Let me know if you guys tuned in. Next week is Taylor Swift night. I am so excited to see what the couples have to bring out in terms of song selections and dances. I'm very excited for Taylor Swift week. So let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you guys give this video a like if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button and turn those notifications on so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads. As always, I'm your host, Hannah Fletcher. You guys can follow me on social media. My handle is right there on the screen, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.